Today we're going to be taking a look at the best hitch options for your 2015 Volkswagen Golf. So up top here we're going to have the Class 3 EcoHitch. Below that we're going to have the Class 2 Curt Hitch. And then finally down here on the bottom we're going to have the Class 2 Draw-Tite. Now one of the biggest differences that we found is in regards to versatility. Our EcoHitch here is a Class 3, which means it's going to give us that 2" by 2" receiver tube opening, which has a lot of different options for accessories that we can mount up, all the way from a ball mount, a bike rack, or a cargo carrier. While with the other two, they're going to have an 1¼ by 1¼ receiver tube opening, so we are going to be limited on some of those options. In regards to appearance, our EcoHitch and our Draw-Tite are going to be the best looking hitches. They're going to be completely hidden behind the bumper except for the receiver tube. Whereas with our Curt, the entire cross tube is going to be visible because it's going to hang down right below the bumper. Another thing to keep in mind with our Curt, since that entire cross tube does hang below the bumper, ground clearance is going to be a factor. And since the Golf already sits somewhat low to the ground, this is going to be even that much closer. Now another big factor is going to be the install. Now the Curt is going to be the easiest to install because it's going to hang below the bumper, whereas with our EcoHitch and our Draw-Tite, we're actually going to have to remove the fascia and the bumper beam, and it'll install sandwiching between that. Now for some of the small differences, the safety chain connection points, they're all going to be a little bit different. The Curt's going to have this plate style. Our EcoHitch is going to have a plate style, but it's going to be more on the side. And our Draw-Tite is going to have this loop style. As you can see, I can get my hook on and off without any problems on every single one of our hitches. Now another interesting similarity, even though we have different class hitches here, they're all going to have the same weight ratings. They're all going to have a 200-pound tongue weight, which is the maximum downward force at the receiver tube, and a 2,000-pound gross trailer weight rating, which is the amount that they can pull, including the trailer and everything we have loaded on it. Now with all those numbers in mind, you always want to double check your Volkswagen's owner's manual and never exceed the manufacturer's recommended weight. Now keep in mind with the Curt, the manufacturer does recommend for any non-trailer loads or any loads that don't have tires on them that you use a stabilization strap. Now you can pick one of those up here at etrailer.com using part number 18050. Now one last thing is going to be the finish on our hitches. They're all going to have a black powder coat finish, but as you can see on the Draw-Tite and the Curt, it's going to be a high gloss finish, whereas on the EcoHitch, it's going to have more of a textured finish to it. That's really going to come down to a personal preference. If you're looking for a very versatile hitch, our EcoHitch is going to be a great option. And if appearance is a big concern of yours, the Draw-Tite or the EcoHitch is going to be the best looking one. Now if install is a big concern, the Curt's going to take it here because it is going to be the easiest to install. So if I was looking for a hitch for my Golf, I would personally go with the EcoHitch. Partially because it has that 2" receiver tube opening, so you are going to have a lot of different options for accessories, but it is the best looking one. It's going to be completely hidden and all we're going to see is that receiver tube. That'll finish up your look at the best hitch options for your Volkswagen Golf, and we hope this information has helped you when making a decision.